The man reached out to pull down the Gatling gun, yanked the safety off, and then unleashed a barrage of fire. Accompanied by the man's sinister grin, nearly all the vampires were reduced to ash. Only one scrawny vampire survived, hiding in the corner behind a seat. But by then, the subway was about to emerge from the tunnel. Vampires dread sunlight most. He had no choice but to abandon his sister and leap out the window to escape. Pasha quickly used his coat to shield Dana from the sunlight, but the vampire sister wasn't so fortunate. Later, the vampire and his minions launched a frenzied attack in a bar. Those bitten quickly began transforming. Upon hearing the news, the man immediately rushed there with his men, leaving Pasha alone to guard Dana. But seeing multiple attack sites, Pasha suddenly realized they might have fallen into the vampire's trap. He immediately released Dana, intending to lead her to safety. Yet, as soon as they stepped out the door, they were surrounded by the vampires. Pasha was knocked unconscious with a single punch, and Dana was captured. Upon waking, Pasha grabbed his golden Gatling gun and garlic, rushing to rescue Dana. As he stepped out of the elevator, he immediately encountered a vampire. In the ensuing fight, Pasha shoved garlic into the vampire's mouth before raising his Gatling gun and unleashing a barrage of fire. After the fight, Pasha rushed into the room where Dana was being held. With the Gatling gun empty, he switched to his pistol and continued firing wildly. Despite firing countless rounds, the enemy remained unharmed. Finally, he found himself pinned under the vampire's foot. Fortunately, hidden weapons were strapped to his own feet. With a kick, he sent another vampire's soul flying. Just then, another vampire lunged at him. At that critical moment, the fox demon granted him temporary invisibility, allowing him to easily dispatch the vampire. Reaching the rooftop, the solar eclipse had begun. As the vampire moved to attack Dana, Pasha fired a shot, only for the vampire to catch it effortlessly. He swung a wooden plank at the vampire, but it had no effect. Instead, the vampire punched him, sending him flying. Pasha grabbed a ladder and pinned the vampire against the eaves, but the disparity in their strength was too great. The vampire shoved Pasha away with force, followed by a kick that sent him tumbling down the building. You might think he was dead, but he wasn't. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he climbed back up to the roof. Driven by a death wish, he charged forward, intent on taking the vampire down with him. Mid-fall, he drew his knife and successfully killed the vampire.